It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons rocket-arm quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Falcons and the Raiders on Monday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and so here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The Falcons had 10-3 on the year, and I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, third and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Still first
Yeah,
down.
and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here in Vegas. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They're going to look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. On the draw, Robinson. And just not a whole lot here to be had on the ground. Maybe a yard. 2nd down.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Second and 9. Again, it's Robinson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 4. Robinson on a give right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, this is Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to number 5, Drake London. A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give to Robinson on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And caught by London. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Got his man. It's London. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game
Still first
ensued.
down.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Robinson with another carry.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Atlanta, They remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.